To get right into it, there are 5 basic colors in the Dragon Ball Legends game. These are red, yellow, purple, green, and blue. However, there are also 2 special colors that don't really matter, because for both of these colors, there is only one character that has them, and that is black and white. Black has advantage against all 5 basic colors, while white only has advantage against black, but white has no disadvantages. For the actual basic colors, red has advantage against yellow, yellow has advantage against purple, purple has advantage against green, and green against blue, and naturally blue against red. Characters are not the only things that have colors, there's also cards as well. The 4 main types of cards being strike cards, the red ones, blast cards, the yellow ones, green cards, the green ones, and blue cards, the blue ones. The reason the strike cards and blast cards have special names and the blue and green ones don't is because strike cards and blast cards do pretty much the same thing for every character. Blast cards shoot ki blasts, which, energy blasts, and the strike cards just do a sort of miniature melee combo, or, striking the opponent. Green cards, however, don't have a specific name and are just green cards because there's so many different types that range from character to character, whether those are charging, counters, or AoE. With blue cards, there's so many types, it's honestly hard to name them all. I can't think of all of them off the top of my head. It really is different for almost every single character. The main 2 you'll see in PvP, though, are full range melee attacks, where they charge you and initiate technically a melee type attack, even if there is a beam attack within the attack. I know that sounds confusing, but if they rush towards you, that's considered a full range melee, and if they launch a beam at you, then that's the full range beam type attack, or the, like I said, main 2 you'll see. All cards, of course, require a meter called ki, which you can think of as a sort of mana that you need to use your abilities. The ki meter will be a blue circle right above your health bar. You can go anywhere from 0 to 100 as the range. And the strike cards typically take the least amount of ki. Blast cards and green cards being second, and blue cards being the most. I've seen them anywhere from 45 to even 75. It's pretty ridiculous, but it'll say on the cards how much ki it requires. Ki is pretty simple to get as well. All you have to do is either just wait, or if you want to speed up the process, you can hold the middle of your screen and your character will start charging their ki. As I said earlier, there are also charging type green cards, which will cost a little bit of ki themselves, but can return the amount of ki either 2 or 3-fold. And now, if we take a look at actual combat, you can see here, as I said before, holding your screen charges your ki. And as you'll notice here, there's a little bar on my character, which is known as the vanish gauge. Basically lets you dodge opponents' attacks. Useful tool of getting yourself out of quick trouble. As you can see here, floating back drains both my vanish gauge and my ki. However, floating towards the opponent quickly recharges both of them. If you're scared the opponent's about to use a heavier attack, or if you just want to mess with them, you can do quick swipes like that and hope that when they attack, your vanish gauge catches. And now for combos. After every card, you want to swipe the middle of your screen forwards and then to either side, like such. The only time this doesn't apply or doesn't apply strictly is towards special cards like green or blue. They play an animation, so sliding forwards is fine, but then if you try to slide to the side, your opponent will get just enough time during your animation that they can dodge it. So, be warned. On the character's icon, you'll see that it's sort of highlighted, and when I click it, it will do something known as your main ability, which, once again, different for every character. Now, you may have noticed these little orange balls on the right of my screen. If you collect all 7, it does a really nice attack that, while mostly uncounterable, is definitely dodgeable. Basically, the person who attacks with it has to pick a random card, and the person getting hit with it has to guess what card the attacker picked. There's a second one very similar to it, this one right here, the overdrive attack. Works pretty similarly, except you have to guess 3 different things this time instead of 1. Once again, the opponent has to guess which ones you picked. While charging your ki, you'll be impervious to something known as a tap attack. Tap attacks can be done by tapping your screen as opposed to holding it to charge ki. While charging, you can also slide your screen forward and knock back an opponent like such. It can even be comboed off of as well, chaining cards after it. And that's all I have for a basic combat tutorial.